Hey, what's happening, everybody? I think I'm back. Back here again to do some streaming. A little bit later than I usually do. I had some unexpected errands to run earlier today, so I kind of pushed my schedule back a bit. But I'm here for the same amount of time. I'll be here at least for a few hours. If we get a decent crowd in here, maybe I'll go a little longer than that. But if it's pretty quiet, we're just gonna keep it to a tight few hours tonight, most likely. Hope everyone had a great week. I'm pretty excited to get back into this. Sorry, I'm just responding to a chat here. Okay. Anyway, let's I kind of want to recap you guys on what has happened semi-recently, so if you're watching the VOD or whatever, or you're hanging out with me right now, you can get a little caught up to speed here. But basically, I'm in year 3 of this Marshall Dynasty. We won the national championship in year 2 after going undefeated. It came down to an overtime period, and it ended on an incredibly fluky, I don't know, some kind of glitch or issue with the simulation system. I have the clips saved on my channel right now in the highlights section. You can also see the entire thing on my stream archive YouTube channel if you want to check it out. But basically, what has happened, I think got a third timeout, or a third overtime drive in a row. Let me kind of track this here. So we were playing Clemson. Clemson gets the ball to start overtime. They score a touchdown. We score a touchdown in our first overtime drive to tie. In the second overtime drive, I throw an interception in the end zone, which should probably have sealed the game. But out of some crazy stroke of luck, I don't know how it happened, the simulation decided to give us a third offensive drive in a row, and we kicked the field goal to win the game. Really have honestly no idea how this could have happened, other than there was some kind of turnover by Clemson that didn't show up on the sim. This is the weirdest thing I'd ever seen. So I just thought I would remark on that for a little bit. But fast forward a little bit, we did a stream last Friday, which was the first part of this third season at Marshall, and unfortunately the VOD did not save that evening, which really is kind of frustrating. But basically, to catch you guys up on what has happened so far, we're 7-1. Our only loss against, I believe, a top 5 or top 10 Virginia Tech team. Doesn't appear that they are ranked now, which is, wow. So they've fallen pretty far since beating us. Anyway, they, as you can see, beat us in overtime, 34-28. It was a very hard-fought game, and a game that I unfortunately kind of gave away. I could have won it in regulation with a field goal, but we got kind of a little too greedy and tried to get a touchdown, and I believe we turned the ball over or just couldn't get it there in time. I can't remember exactly, but we're still sitting pretty good, only with 1 loss, and sitting at number 8. So that basically gets us to today right now, and we need to defeat number 3 Navy to continue to have any chance to stay alive in the championship run. I also neglected to mention that I took Marshall to independent status before the third season, and so we had a schedule that was pretty heavy with just like not, I mean, a lot of Power 5 opponents, a lot less CUSA level opponents. I guess we can take a look at our schedule really fast, just before we get into this game here. Beat Hawaii once again this year. Hawaii was like our big top 10 win in the second season, and we managed to win another close one against them. And we did beat Mississippi, or Ole Miss. This is Ole Miss to start the season. So we've done pretty well. VTech was a pretty tough loss, but mostly came down to my personal mismanagement of the end of the game. But I've done a little bit more practicing, preparation for today. Hopefully we can take down a team that has got a pretty clear advantage on the roster. We do get them at home, and Navy is more of a running heavy team. They don't traditionally like to air it out very much, so it's the kind of team that I can probably keep a close game with if we get behind at all. So I feel pretty confident we can win this. So let me just take a quick drink here and then we'll get started. Okay, and our stats are looking pretty decent. Everything is top 50, even almost top 40. As you can see, Navy really struggles with the pass. They're 122nd in FBS, in pass yards per game. Everything else mostly looks pretty good. I mean, their total yards are going to be held back because of the passing deficit, but I would say that just the style they play of football, their rushing game and strong defense more than makes up for the deficit. So this will be a tough opponent no matter how you slice it. And I'm looking forward to getting started. Probably make sure I sit up a little bit, move the camera down. Okay, so Navy gets the ball to start the game. And we get a defensive stop. I am stoked about that considering how our defense has fared against other opponents. It seemed like so many games in a row we would always give up the opening drive touchdown. So encouraging to see here. Now we just need to execute the game plan on offense. So we get a 9-yard carry to open the game. I like to use second and short situations as an opportunity to test the defense downfield. There aren't too many long pass plays that I really like, though. Pretty much the only one I depend on is this default 4 verts in the standard pass section of my playbook. It's been the most dependable for me anyway. Defender does not cut back, and Morris shakes off a tackle for a little more extra yards after the catch. Great. We'll definitely need several of those plays today to win this game. We need to challenge the defense with the medium and long passing, which is something my offenses traditionally struggle with when we don't have the right personnel. Can always depend on a pretty rock-solid run game as long as we're getting pushed up front by the O-line, which pretty much my entire time at this job we have been able to successfully do. And it's not like we have a bunch of 5-star guys up there on the line. I feel like I barely get any good O-line recruits. It's always been skill players and quarterbacks. So we only get a couple yards there. This gives us a chance to maybe try a different kind of play. I think I like a screen pass here. That might be a little too conventional, but we don't want to get too crazy against the number 3 team in the country. We don't want to turn the ball over on fluke plays. Gotta maintain possession, go with what you know is gonna work. Even if it only gets you, a few yards, it's way better than a turnover or even a significant loss. So now 3rd and 2. Screen turned out to be a pretty decent call there. Not really sure what the defense is going to expect now. They're really crowding the edges there. Might be expecting a blitz. Now they move back to the middle. Now they move back again. This could be pretty dangerous territory here. Luckily, Roth is wide open there. Just at the edge of the middle of the field. 1st and goal. This is what I like to see. We're being very methodical. Just like slicing and dicing. Oh no. I jinxed us. I spoke way too soon. Can our quarterback get the touchdown saving tackle? Oh my god, he did. What an incredible tackle by that young man. But not a good time to fumble the ball. So, luckily we're not behind yet, but it looks like Navy will probably drive a short field to score a touchdown here. And they do just that. No big deal, we're not behind a lot. Let's just go back to what works. Try to hope the running back doesn't fumble this time. My backs are usually very dependable holding on to the ball. I'm gotta think Bailey's probably only fumbled twice in this entire season. Couldn't come at a, worse time opponent-wise, but at least we're still early in the game. Get stuffed on 2nd and 2. Probably should have tried a pass there. Just gonna go with curl route. Check down to the dump off if nothing else is out there. Mays, always dependable, makes the catch. Do the handoff. Definitely done my my option practice. It's always good to make those reads. Because if you make the wrong one, you're behind the 8 ball real fast. Peels through the line there, but luckily Mays gets just enough on the outside to get the first. I don't run enough jet sweeps, but maybe this will work out. We've established a pretty decent run game so far. Should go to the play action. Nobody. Yeah, took a huge sack there. It's pretty disastrous, but coverage was tight. I didn't see anybody open. So now we gotta try to make up some lost yards here. Get to a 3rd and, I don't know, possible down. There it is. Morris makes a clutch grab out of the air. Gets us to 3rd and 3. Much needed play there. Hodge is not a very flashy QB, but he's very efficient. Almost the prototypical game manager QB who can also get it done with his legs when you need it. He does it all. So we're kind of in the middle of the field. We'll try an option to the long side. Let's see if they pull a defender. They're in man. Hodge is gonna pitch at just the last second, but nowhere to go for May. Pretty decent option play executed there, though. Once again. We're almost out-navying Navy right now. If it wasn't for that costly turnover, we could be driving to go up 2 scores right now. Bailey gets to the outside, holds on to it more importantly, and another huge gainer for him. Gets out of bounds to stop the clock too. Looks like they're going to send the house on this play, so why not try a long pass? And look who's wide open to punish them for that decision. Who else but the now dependable tight end, Jeremy McNair. Glad to have him on my team these days. And we tie the game up. Not exactly sure what happened there, but we'll just count it as they scored a touchdown. 8 seconds. I'm on my side of the field. Not really gonna do anything here. Can get a long pass off, I guess. Call timeout there, but I don't think anything could be done from this spot on the field, so we're just padding stats at this point. Or we're getting crazy picks. Hodge is just going to tuck it and run, get out of bounds, pad those rushing totals. No worries. I think we do get the ball to start the second half. So, nothing to worry about too much in this game so far. Could be in a lot worse of a situation against the number 3 team. Line up a helmet on a helmet. Bailey gets 8. It's been all too common throughout my tenure here at Marshall. Second and short. We ran last time in this situation, so could hit him with the pass this time, maybe. Could work in a crossing route here, maybe, but let's just see. I like this this tight end route when you can get a nice, hole in the zone there. McNair's always going to come down with it. A guy who much earlier in his career was good for at least 1 drop per game. I can't remember his last drop nowadays. Hodge is going to tuck it and run, get to the outside untouched. When you get that, third element of the offense going, it really starts to open up other lanes. Got kind of a squished front. Linebackers really crowding close to the line there. And they're sneaking around waiting for the run, but Bailey still gets a few on what could have been just a totally busted play. 2nd and 7. We did do a screen earlier in this situation. Let's see if they've caught on just yet. They got guys crowding on that side of the field. Let's see what happens. Bailey still has just enough of an opening to get a first down. Testament to the blocking skills up front. But our quarterback looks to be injured, unfortunately. Not what you want to see after he's had such a productive day. But we do have Tremaine Ross coming in. Former 4-star recruit, scrambler type. Has basically the same physical tools as our starter, so he's a pretty decent option to plug in when the worst can happen. Luckily, Hodge will not be injured for a significant amount of time. Blocking still holding up pretty well. Mays gets a nice open field look there for a bit. 14 yards. Keep Ross in the game. Ross may be one of the best backup quarterbacks out there. I've seen him do some incredible stuff with his legs and arms so far this year. If I end up staying at this job longer term, he's definitely going to be a fun player. I think he's only a freshman right now. We also got Tucker Mays, 5-star running back out of Bentonville, Arkansas. He's incredible. He's my first 5-star recruit here at this job. And what a talent. Usually dependable. Couldn't quite come down with that pass, unfortunately. 3rd and 4. Haven't tried crossing routes yet in this game. Is this the time? I think it might be. He's wide open. Yes. I knew it. I really hate red zone situations, so anytime I can get out of that quickly is good for me. Tie the game up, see what the defense can do. Wow, so they get all the way to a 24-yard field goal. No good. Green pastures ahead of us in this 4th quarter. What can we do? What can we do? Bailey gets a nice run up the gut once again. Always dependable for that. Should eclipse 100 yards by the end of this game. Left guard gets a pretty decent late block there. Looked like the defender was going to come crashing in, but he gets just enough of a push to give us a couple extra seconds there. Let something develop on 1st down. 2nd and 6. Wide open for the dump off passes. Mays shows off his great athleticism to keep that forward momentum with the catch. He's going to be special. Sky's the limit for that kid. Get the late pitch there. Mays on the outside. Gets the 1st down. Shrugs off a defender there. Getting all the extra yardage he can. This is a part of the game where I should probably start thinking about letting the clock run. Gotta take all the precious seconds we can. Don't give Navy any chances to come back here. Not that they have an explosive offense, but We're playing with the number 3 team in the country. We cannot take any chances. Bailey probably should have taken the left gap instead, but still gets a few yards there. Why don't we go right back to him? He is looking kind of tired. Still has a decent energy meter going right now, so... Giving us a pretty good look on defense here to run again, too. I see everybody spread out wide. This is why I like the spread offense, because we're getting 4 wideouts on the run plays. They don't know what's coming. Gives the offensive line a lot more opportunities to line up one-on-one with the defense. Create lanes in the middle. I prefer running up the middle, so I think it just works. I don't try to overthink it too much. Might need to do a slant here, though, because they appear to be crowding the line just a little bit. Take some extra time here. We gotta take all these seconds. All of them. Oh boy, Lewis wide open. Runs just out of bounds there, so we can take a few more seconds. He could have got the touchdown, but we need to kill some time, so he smartly steps out of bounds there. Maybe could have tried diving inbounds instead, but that's alright. Mays doesn't go anywhere with it, but that's fine. We need to kill some clock. Set up maybe a 3rd down play where we go for the end zone here. We don't want to give Navy any opportunities here. Give them as little time possible to come back. Three, 2, 1. Bailey smartly just gets back to the line there, gives us more opportunities to kill some clock. Offensive line's getting some pretty good push up front. We might actually be able to take it in for real this time. We only need a field goal here, so if we lose some yards, it's not a big deal. Take the field goal. I'm amazed that Navy has been holding on to their timeouts this whole time. It's crazy. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And wouldn't you know it, probably could have scored a touchdown on 1st down, but I think we did the smart play by killing as much time as we can. Extra point is good. Kick is off. 21 seconds. Look at that. Navy has 21 seconds. And they're starting at their own 16. Do you think Navy could get across the field in 21 seconds? I don't, but let's see what happens. Amazing. We did it. We beat the number 3 team. Everybody had a heck of a performance. Did just enough to win. And wow, after some head scratchers in my ability to manage the game, we did it to perfection tonight. What an incredible game that was. And we beat the number 3 team on our own turf. I am more than happy about that. All right. So, that gives us a chance to look ahead and see what is coming. Hopefully, now that we've beaten the number 3 team, that means a shake up in the rankings. Maybe we could get all the way up to number 3. considering they had a single loss coming into this one. Let's see what happens. We play at BYU this coming week. Should be a tough test. But this was the grandfather of all tough tests, and I think we did pretty darn well. We turned the ball over pretty early in the game. It didn't end up really being much of a killer because Navy just is kind of weak on offense. They capitalized on a short field to get one of their touchdowns, but were otherwise fairly quiet, so I think we did pretty darn well. I would give that performance an A, or an A-. We executed the entire second half to perfection. So, I think that's what really matters in the end. And most importantly, we didn't let it go to overtime. Oh my god. So, 79 overall wide receiver commits. I think that's got to be a 5-star. Really good for us because our wide receiver depth is lacking pretty badly. Oh, and it was a 5-star. We also get our first 5-star spam chatter of the evening. Thank you for choosing me for your spam chatting. Just wanted to take care of that really quick. So, wow, we have vaulted all the way to number 4. I think that warrants a look at the top 25 rankings. Got Bama, Oklahoma, and the team we've already beaten this year with a 7-2 record. And they're number 3? How can that be? They lost to number 1, Bama. They lost to us. They beat LSU. Man, if this isn't the most, like, blatant case of SEC bias I've ever seen in my life, then I don't know what is. 10-0, number 1, Bama. They're only a 4-star program, though, and their roster is surprisingly lacking. That would be an interesting matchup if we could get all the way to number 2. I would love to see it. Let's take a look at our peers' schedules. OU has to play number 7 TCU, Ole Miss. We already looked at them, but they do have 2 ranked opponents, including a rivalry game against the top 10 Mississippi State. I don't know, things could happen. We could get up there. Certainly interested to see how this goes. I think since BYU is 2-6, gonna go ahead sim this game. Let me do my skill tree upgrade. Cause I don't know if the thing I do with 2-6 teams is I'll sim the game, and if they end up beating us in the sim, I'll go back and I'll play them for real. I feel like that's a pretty fair deal, because I know if I play them, see, yeah, they beat us in the sim, so I'll be a man of my word, and we are gonna play at BYU. Because clearly the computer thinks we're not good enough to do it. Mad disrespect. That's okay. We're just gonna go stomp them at their place. Let's give this a little bit to finish simming up, and then I will scoot back to the menu so we can go back to where we were. I really wish they would just let you cancel at any time. but in every single one of these games, they make you wait until the sim is done completely. I don't know why. Got a pretty good chance to land a 5-star QB as well. Alright, so we are going to play BYU, a team that really doesn't have much of an advantage on us at all except for their home field. Their defense is slightly better, but not really. Our offense has more of a differential than their defense advantage, so I don't know. We'll see what can happen here. Our offense is clearly the most skilled group coming into this. And I feel pretty confident when that is the case. Before we get started on this game, I just want to mention, if you're out there watching live, or maybe catching up on the VOD, or watching this on YouTube at some point, if you like what I'm doing here on the channel, maybe consider giving me a follow. I'm trying to grow this thing. I just started streaming in November, and we've been doing pretty well, but I wanna keep it going. So chat me up, give me follows. Come on through. Alright, let's see what is gonna happen here. We start on offense this time. So we're playing in Provo, Utah, and I definitely think this stadium is one of the more interesting vistas in college football. Just like, maybe not the stadium itself, but the surroundings. Everything is so beautiful out there. They rendered it pretty decently in this PS3 game from 2013. Bailey's gonna run to the outside again. He sees just enough there. Gets 6 for the first down. BYU really seems like the kind of team we can just impose our will on up front. Continue running the ball forward. Bailey could probably get 200 yards rushing on a team like this. If we really try it anyway. We'll see how the game goes, but so far we're doing pretty well. Not really needing to dive too deeply into the playbook. Just keep going with what works. Bailey is down. Early in this game. That's not a good sign at all. So we're going to try something a little different. Try the motion option to the somewhat shorter side of the field. I usually try long side options, but it's just kind of how it shook out this time. Luckily, Mays gets the handoff, but he doesn't get very far because Weber is waiting. So 2nd and 9. Go with a screen here to the longer side of the field. Defense following in his footsteps. He's just not fast enough to get out of that one's tackle. 3rd and 9. Probably gonna have to do a long pass to have any shot at this. Morris has just enough space to come down with that catch. Moving the chains. go back to the ground here. Why not? Mays coming into the game, gets a nice carry for 8 yards for the injured Bailey. Second and 2. Try a mesh post play here. Started taking a liking to this play. Been really trying to work in plays that use some pre-snap motion action. I really enjoy confusing the defense with those. Lewis comes down with the catch at the choke point there. That can be kind of a rough place to try to pass the ball, but luckily he was ready for it. Oh man, they come running into the backfield, but totally out of the way to have no effect on the play, but unfortunately he doesn't get very far. Second and 9. Luckily Bailey is not hurt long term. I'm pretty confident in our depth at running back as well. I would say QB and running back are our 2 positions with the most quality depth on this roster. Hodge styling into the end zone there. What an incredible run to get us our first touchdown of the game. He's so dependable for that. BYU makes quick work though and comes back to tie the game. Not a big deal here. We'll just grind it out, go up a score going into halftime here. Very nice. Just keeping it up. Maybe we've lulled them to sleep enough that we can try a pass play here. Or Hodge can peel out, see what's good on the outside. Oof. That was a risky play, and he used a lot of his energy there for only a couple yards. Not the greatest outcome. But could have been worse. My quarterbacks are definitely known to fumble the ball when they're running anywhere but the edge of the field, it seems like. Just keep up the ground assault. I mean, we are continuing to just hammer away. Third stringer Thomas getting into the game for an excellent 10-yard rush there. Make it 12 yards. Michael Thomas. Another quality option at running back, waiting in the stable. See what the kid can do here. Almost gets to the line to gain there. Second and inches. Maybe we could try this variation of the verts. Almost open there on the left side, but he couldn't quite get enough separation. No big deal. We didn't turn the ball over, most importantly. Nice blocking up front gives Mays plenty of room to get the first down. They send the house on first down here. Hodge with plenty of room on the outside, and he's got the speed to get it done. Can't quite get to the end zone, though. Maybe if he would have committed just a little bit more, tried to get the dive there at the end, he could have got in, but he does set us up nicely. First and goal at the 1. What else are we going to do but go back to the running game? Thomas showing a little bit of his shiftiness there, but he can't quite get enough push to get into the end zone. Why don't we try a quarterback sneak? Just wasn't enough time to worry about the clock situation. BYU will have time either way, so maybe we can get a defensive stop, get another score, see what happens. Okay, we do get the stop. Do have maybe enough time if we get downfield quickly. Sent the house. When you're gonna send the house like that, I'm gonna have the tight end open in the middle. Can always depend on that. Hodge peels out to the left. Another punishing quarterback run. Muscles his way to 17 yards. Hodge senses the pressure, so he gets out to the right this time. Throws an unfortunate pick, though. Luckily, it pins BYU pretty deep in their own territory, but it still would have been nice to get some points there. No dice. Halftime occurs, and BYU gets the ball to start the second half. No dice. This time we're gonna keep it pretty conservative. We don't want to turn the ball over to a team like this again. What an incredible block up there by the receiver. My goodness. I hope you guys saw that. Number 88 just pushing people all over the place. Nice gap for Bailey to get 15. Why not? Glad to see him back in the game after an injury scare pretty early in this game. Nice blocking up front. Not too many places for Bailey to go on the outside, though. Second and 7. Usually go to the screen in a situation like this. Maybe a medium pass. BYU's crowding the right side of the field a bit, but they do send the house. Bailey has a nice wide open field up in front of him. Gets a key block, but can't really turn the corner there. Still lucky to get the first down after what looked to be a busted play. They had a couple of guys waiting for the screen, but Bailey makes an excellent play to make something out of it. Got a blitz incoming. Audible to a slant. Lewis comes down with the catch after making an excellent block a couple plays earlier. Really is nice when you've got a cast of players on offense who can serve a lot of different roles. Keeps the defense guessing on what they're going to do. Hodge going to peel out to the left here. Sees an opening. Gets the first down. Nowhere to go for Bailey there, unfortunately. 2nd and long. Smith open on the curl route, but he can't come down with it after some hand fighting with the defense. Third and long. Our only hope on this is a pass play, but it's starting to look like a field goal situation here. Hodge peels out to the left. Has just enough. Makes another incredible touchdown run for this kid in this game. Have yourself a day, young man. BYU held scoreless once again. This is the part of the game where we can kind of start to grind down the clock. Seal this thing up. Once again, open on the crosser. Really starting to enjoy working these plays into the offense. Try a jet sweep here. I haven't been using those enough. Get some practice in. May gets a couple. Nothing really doing on that play. But we take it into the 4th quarter with a 2-score lead. About to make it 3, buddy. Not quite enough for the first there, unfortunately. They send the house, I send the tight end. I mean, it's just too easy, like, really. When you're gonna blitz me like that, you leave the field completely open. It's like you're not even trying. Blocks, blocks, blocks. Yes. Another punishing first down run. BYU just does not stand a chance at all in the trenches. I mean, BYU's not like a world beater or anything, but I really appreciate how we've taken it to them in this game after trying to sim the game, and I don't know, the computer made us lose by a couple touchdowns. Kind of burned my ass a little bit, so wanted to give them a taste of their own medicine, I guess. Just enough time for Mays to get there, but he can't come down with the catch. He's usually very dependable for those plays. 3rd and goal from the 11. Once again, looking like a field goal situation, but gonna try a long pass here. Nothing doing. No worries, I will take a field goal here because that should basically seal this one up. Great. 3-score lead. BYU probably doesn't have enough time to come back now. 10 points. They don't try the onside. Oh, I guess they did. Didn't get it though. Sorry. Bailey just gonna continue to cruise for 10-yard runs on first down. Why not? Second and inches. Try a long pass here. Shouldn't be passing the ball this late in the game, but I feel pretty good about it. Morris comes down with the catch. First down. Glad he got another catch in this game because he is also a very dependable tight end that deserves some recognition. Bailey trying to do a little too much there, but makes an incredibly athletic play to get past the first down. He's just showing off now at this point. First and goal. Helmet on helmet. 4 yards. BYU has to burn another timeout. Can really feel the game starting to fall away from them. Second and goal from the 2. Couple of defenders peel past the line, but they can't get to the backfield. Bailey makes him pay. Well-deserved rushing touchdown for him. Makes it 31-14 late in this game. BYU comes back, scores a touchdown, but still can't get it done on the onside kick. So we're pretty much gonna seal this one up, I think. Up by 2 scores currently. They have to use their last timeout. 2nd and 7. You know what it is. Wide open field on the screenplay. Wow, would you look at that? What an incredible play to put this game away officially. Well deserved for everybody involved. Really putting the exclamation point on this significant late season win. I know BYU was a pretty lowly team with only 2 wins, but pretty important win for our program against another independent team. Really helped establish the pecking order. And we move along. I think since we're at about the hour mark, I've done a couple of games. I'm gonna go ahead and take a short, maybe like 5-minute break. Once we get to a matchup that is worth trying out. I'm gonna try to sim this Ohio game. I wish this was just a little bit faster sometimes. Well, I had to go back because we tried simming this BYU game. Didn't end up winning in the simulation, but I did notice we picked up a 5-star quarterback in the recruiting. So let's see if it happens this time. Be interesting to take a look at that. And wouldn't you know it, Dan Young has committed to our team. 81 overall QB. I believe he may actually be the #1 overall quarterback in this class. Why don't we take a look at the recruiting really quick. sitting at 78th overall, but with 2 5-star recruits in our class. The next highest team with a 5-star recruit is 42 and 36. The next highest team with 2 5-star recruits committed, number 1. Obviously, we just need to fill out the rest of our class. Hopefully, this means we will rise in the rankings. 78 overall, but 2 5-stars committed. So, explain that to me. Alright, I'm gonna save here. I don't think I have any upgrades to do. We're gonna try to sim the Ohio game. Okay, give us a win. Cool, so that means we're gonna play a top 10 Clemson team in a rematch from last year's national championship. I am really nervous about this game. I knew it was gonna be a pretty dramatic season finale, and I don't feel good about it. I'll be honest with you. I mean, they were such a tough team to beat last year, and we ended up winning on a fluke, on a simulation glitch. So they probably should have come away as the champions. They are a team that I coached at prior to Marshall, actually. I was there at Clemson for a couple of years, and I won 1 championship there, and then I bolted for this job. And I don't know, long term I may end up leaving this one after this season. We'll see, I don't know. But either way, tons of drama abound in this matchup. I'm really looking forward to this. This should be pretty spicy. We've gotten up to number 3 in the polls, and we're still trailing 9-2 Ole Miss, who has a head-to-head loss to us. So I don't get that one bit. This is like SEC bias encapsulated. There are several other teams up here that are deserving of that spot as well. But shit, I mean, we beat Ole Miss this season. They have more losses than us. How are they ranked ahead? Hopefully that fixes itself by the end of this season, and we can go to the championship and maybe play Alabama. But that's thinking a little too far ahead. We still got to take on the number 6 Clemson Tigers. And I'm going to go ahead and take a break. I'll be back in about 5 minutes, and we're going to get into this. So stick around. Hope you're enjoying the stream tonight, and see you in just a little bit. Hey, I am back. I think. I did not get my water though. Alright, well, the time has come. It's the end of the regular season. Somehow, number 3 in the country, and we're taking on the Clemson Tigers, who we defeated last year in the national championship on a ridiculous fluke play. And I imagine they're going to be pretty pissed off in this game. I want us to win this. I want us to go to the national championship again. I really don't feel good about it. I really am pretty nervous about this one, and I have a bad feeling about it. Clemson is second in points per game, second in total yards per game, first in pass defense. None of their stats even fall below top 25 in Division 1. Ours are definitely lagging behind in comparison, only coming with a better rush defense and just barely trailing at total yards allowed per game. I don't know, guys. I've never felt so pessimistic about a game as I have in this one coming in. Probably should have planned a little bit more, previewed their roster, but I know they're a strong offensive team that can punish you if you do not come with your A game. So we absolutely have to run our offense in this game to perfection. We have to hit them in the mouth. I don't know how else to do it. I mean, we've just got to be A+ in this game. So let's get locked in. We gotta win this game. Defense really coming with the attack there on first down. Luckily, we are able to eke out a few yards on first down. Second and long-ish. I usually hit him with the screen on this play. This time we're going to change it up. Do a shallow cross instead. Oh man, they were totally prepared for that. Killed us on second down. Third and 15. This ain't it, dog. Send in the house. Hodge isn't quite fast enough to really get a lot of separation from the defense, but amazingly he gets to 4th and inches there. Probably couldn't have asked any other player in the FBS to make that play. Oh my god, 4th and inches. Am I gonna regret making this call, guys? No, Hodge inches pass. He actually gets a decent amount of yards there on the sneak, considering what kind of play it is. So no hiccups just yet as we approach midfield. Nowhere to go. I appreciate Bailey's attempts to get out to the edge on plays like that where there's just nothing going up the middle, but against a team like Clemson with such a scary front, I mean, ain't much you're gonna do, buddy. They look like an NFL defense. Hodge peeling out. Ugh, can't get anywhere with that. Another huge loss. I had a feeling this was going to be an ugly, ugly game, and So far it is playing out that way. 3rd and long situation. What can you do after you've already asked Hodge to do the most? Oof. Well, punting situation here, obviously. Hodge can't complete his first pass of the game, and we have to give it to the Clemson Tigers, who also can't go anywhere. So that was a hugely fortunate outcome for us. They do pin us really, really deep in our own territory, though. We'll be lucky to even get out of the end zone here. Bailey makes something out of it, though. Gets 8 on 1st down. I'd normally consider passing here on 2nd and short, but considering where we're at on the field against a team like this, I'm not going to give them any chances. Just going to punch ahead for another 1st down. How about 9 yards this time? It's like a boxing match pretty early on in this one. Back and forth. No one really getting anywhere with it just yet. Just waiting for the dam to break on either side. Bailey makes a nice cut to make a man miss, gets 5 yards there on the ground, sets up a 1st down. Alright, let's see here. What are we looking at? Hodge gonna roll out to the left because there's no one out there. Walt's out of bounds. Gotta establish all phases of the offense early on. And that means getting into the pass game, which we have not successfully completed a pass so far in this first half of the game. As the first quarter comes to a close, this is going to be another game that comes down to the wire. At the most optimistic. If we turn the ball over 2 or 3 times, we lose by 2 or 3 touchdowns. At least. Mays makes the catch out there on the dump-off pass. Always dependable. Especially in the open field. Gonna hurry up, set up a triple option. See what the defense gives us here. Might be able to work with this. Pitchman, Mays on the outside, gets the 1st down and a whole lot more. Fumbles the ball late, but he manages to get it out of bounds there so we can retain possession. Looks like he may have been hurt there at the end of that play. Oh man, what an athletic play by number 57 on the defense. You do not see that a lot. Just kind of have to marvel at that when that happens. My goodness. Way he just curled all the way around past the offensive line was really impressive. May have been one of the players that I recruited previously at that job. Hodge makes a run to the outside, gets 13 on the scramble, sets us up for a 1st and goal situation. Come cruising into the backfield again. Our blocking has really not held up against a team like this, and it's not surprising. You were never going to muscle around a top of the line team like this that constantly gets 4 and 5 star recruits on the line. just enough time for Josh Upshaw, the fullback, to come into the game, make the touchdown catch. If you had Josh Upshaw on your offensive bingo card, I congratulate you. I don't think I've ever heard of that player before. So, we're in a pretty great situation. Up a score, Clemson punts the ball back to us. 3 minutes to go in the half. I like our chances in this situation, but we have to execute. Ooh, they send almost the entire defense. Only a few guys left there up high to come down. A couple of them come to make the catch. Or the tackle, rather. Seems like we always find just the right time to work the screen in to the offense. I have not seen a loss on a screenplay at all so far in this session. 4-yard rush there. 2nd and 6. I think this is a situation where we can maybe try something a little different. What can we do? How about a mesh post? Work that in. I really enjoy this play. Just the design of it is very appealing to me. Got the pre-snap motion, got the crossing routes, got post route. Everything is nice. Lewis open there on the edge of the field, comes down with it, keeps the chains moving. Hodge having himself a pretty decent day once again. He's never going to wow you with his passing numbers, but he does just enough to be very efficient and keep the chains moving, open up lanes for the running game, and of course getting it done with his legs, as you see there. Got a minute 15 to go, blitz incoming, audible to a slant, square is open in the middle of the field, easy. Gonna take that every time. Doesn't matter what opponent it is. It's always gonna work. Can't quite hold up all of our blocks there. Only get a yard on the rush. Clock's still ticking. No one wants to use a timeout. Try our curl route play on 2nd and 9. Usually I like to lean on the dump off pass with this play. It's just nothing quite like getting a running back to catch the ball out of the backfield. Unfortunately though, Mays seems to get kind of dropsy when we get to the red zone. It's usually a dependable receiving option, but he has some red zone struggles, I've noticed. Hopefully we can shore that stuff up in the future. He is still only a freshman, I believe. Cruising out to the left side because it's wide open. Nobody there. Punching in for the first down. We're going to burn a timeout here just because don't want to lose any clock here. Gotta keep all of our options open here at 1st and goal on the 2.5. 3, 4, it's kind of hard to tell. I guess 4-yard line. Nothing doing there. Clock's gonna run here, so we gotta take a timeout. Well, what do we do here? Maybe there's enough room to try a crossing route here. Shallow cross. There we go. Check down. Get the touchdown. Love it. Hodge making all the right reads when he needs to. And wouldn't you know it, we're up 2 touchdowns on Clemson. A team that almost defeated us in the national championship last year. Made it all the way to number 1. And oh my god, we get a lucky turnover to open the 3rd quarter. Clemson forfeits all advantage it had opening the 2nd half with the ball, and they give it to us with a short field to work with. Can we make them pay? Bailey once again opening up the offensive drive with a punishing run. He's still going. Gets a first down there. Clemson isn't the kind of team that you can get lulled to sleep with the play calling. And if you're going to continue to run, you've got to continue to get push. And we're lining up with guys against guys that are bigger than us. I don't know if the straight ahead run game is going to hold up the entire night. Only get 3 yards there. Bailey only averaging 3.5 per carry in this game. A noticeable downgrade from before. 2nd and 7. Do I do a screen? Do I do a cross? Do I do a verts? Or do I do a curl? Or do I do a dump off pass to the running back out of the backfield? Love it. Mays gets us there to 1st and goal. It's really happening, guys. This is all really happening. Bailey pushes ahead because he sees an excellent lane up the middle for 5. Sets us up even closer. 2nd down and 3. Clemson really started this game defensively, really dominating things, but it seems like we did just that. What I said we needed to do early on in this game was punch them in the mouth. They look shell-shocked. They do get a tackle for loss there. Not too worried about it, though. Okay, so we did a crossing route at the red zone last time. That worked. Curl flat corner. No. How about inside cross? I like the look of inside cross. I don't think we've run this specific play yet. Catches it there at the choke point, but gets stopped. 4th from the 2. I think we gotta take the points here against a team like Clemson. We gotta take every advantage. Oh, and the CPU goes for it. Shoot, I really thought they were gonna kick the field goal there. So we go for it, we don't get it. Clemson is pinned pretty deep in their own territory, but they're a quick strike offense. This really isn't what I wanted to come away with here. I probably should have just manually kicked the field goal. I can never seem to trust this sim. So, see what they can do now. Alright. Well, they give it right back to us. Clemson with 0 points late into this 3rd quarter. I'm flabbergasted. The team that, by the way, was 2nd overall in points per game coming into this. 0. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. I mean, you could not draw up a better outcome to this. It's too good. It's a little too good. But the problem is we're only up 2 touchdowns. That is not enough to put this game away. I don't care how bad their offense has looked in this game. We have got to go up 21-0 for me to feel any kind of good about this. We haven't really had a chance to test them downfield in the passing game. I don't want to turn the ball over to them, though. That would be disastrous. Hodge rolling out, rolling out, rolling out. Throws the ball away there. Nothing doing. 3rd and 10. Ouch. Mays gets the catch out of the backfield for a 1st down. I love using that play in the middle of the field. He just knows how to get catches in space and keep going. What a dependable option. Speaking of option, pitch the ball here to the outside. Mays doesn't really get anywhere with it though, unfortunately. But it does give us a chance to kill some clock here later in the game. Get this down to the 4th quarter. Start to make Clemson really nervous. I'm just gonna let this tick. Tick, tick, tick. Give it a few seconds here. Let me get a drink. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nothing really doing there on the ground, but we can get this down into the 4th quarter here. Set up a 3rd and 6. What do we do on 3rd and 6? I usually run screen plays on 2nd down. Would it be a good one here? Maybe. I don't know. We're just gonna have to find out, I guess. 3rd and 6, start of the 4th quarter. Blitz possibly coming. Defense got a little faked out there. Bailey able to get a few, but not enough. Not enough. Do I trust the sim to kick the field goal now? No. I didn't learn my lesson, guys. I can't believe it. So Clemson gets the ball back. We're still only up 2 touchdowns. This is really bad. Oh my god. And we again stop their offense. This is insane. The number 2 scoring offense in the nation right now. 0 points. And our defense, isn't even the strength of this team. We are an offense first, run first football team. And we have shut out the number 2 scoring offense in FBS so far into this game. Do lose a few yards on 1st down, because I'm still kind of delirious from this. Let's see what we can do here. Let's roll out, roll out, roll out, roll out. Can we get to the line? Yes. Hodge gets the 1st down and then some, picks up 19. Huge play late in this game. My goodness. Glad I have him on my team. I am bewildered that this game is playing out like this. 10-yard rush from Bailey gives us more time to kill some clock. 2nd and inches here. Clemson holding those timeouts close to the chest. I wonder what they're cooking up on that sideline here. But in any situation, we have to win this. We have got to control time of possession here late in the game. drain the clock completely. First down, 7 yards. Bailey quietly inching his way to 100 yards in this game despite being stifled a little bit in the average. I sense a blitz coming, so we're going to audible to a pass. Kind of a risky thing to do here, but running the ball would be worse when I know what's coming. Gonna let some more time tick away here. Let this count all the way to the 1 second mark. These are the kind of games I constantly find myself in here. Same thing happened against Navy. Lewis always dependable on that slant route. I don't think he's ever dropped the ball when I run that play. So much room for Bailey to cruise ahead, gets another first down. Clemson has to burn their second timeout. My God, here we go. First and goal from the 6. This is really happening right now. Helmet on helmet. Bailey doesn't get too far with it, but we do get a couple. Clemson has no more timeouts to spare. We're going to run the ball again, regardless of the result, because we got to get the clock to continue moving. Can't risk a pass here and a drop, or we can just go ahead, put this away, go up 3 scores. Minute 51 left in the game. Clemson has scored 0 points. They avoid that unfortunate status, getting a quick touchdown. Can't come down with the onside kick. So unfortunately we don't get a chance to shut out the Clemson Tigers. Would have been amazing to pull that feat off, but we do, barring any kind of crazy ridiculous outcome, we are going to win this game and end up potentially in a championship situation. I don't know what can happen between now and, well, the next couple weeks, I guess, in game weeks. But we should leapfrog not 2-loss Ole Miss, who we've already defeated early in this season. We should get the number 2 ranking. We should get to play number 1 Alabama in the Natty, especially after a convincing performance like this. Let's make it happen, bowl people. If we just didn't lose to VTech in the middle of the season on a kind of a bungled end of game scenario, we would be convincingly the number 2, maybe even the number 1 team in the country right now. And the clock ticks to 0. Bailey gets 123 yards and a score. We win by 14 against the vaunted Clemson Tigers. 2-0 against them since I have left the job. They did not look like they wanted revenge for a championship loss in this game. They look like they fell asleep at the wheel, and we take care of business. Okay, so a lot can happen between now and the championship. Want to take a quick look here at what we got going on. Ole Miss plays Mississippi State. They are down to number 20. Really, they're really going to put 2 SEC teams in the championship? I think not. Surely not. Alright, well, I think I'm gonna go ahead and sim to that spot, but first I'm gonna take a quick break while we're at sort of a lull here. Kind of a quiet stream tonight. Not too much action going on. But we're gonna go till at least a 3-hour mark tonight, because I want to get some more of this content churned out, and maybe we'll get to a more interesting place by next week. Maybe I can stream at a time that will be a little bit better, because it doesn't really seem like too many people are wanting to watch this late at night. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead, take about 5 minutes here, and I'll be back finished strong on this late night Friday stream. So stick around, I'll be back soon. Alright, hey, I'm back after a short little break there. I just did the simulation while I was away. It looks like Alabama's quarterback has won the Heisman. And whoa, oh man, so we got to number 2. We did it. I wonder how this happened. Ole Miss wins the game. They won their game against Mississippi State, but they drop just in time for us to take the second spot and leapfrog them for the championship. So Mississippi State took them to overtime. Ole Miss ends up winning the game, but I guess such a close win is enough for the committee to drop them. I mean, despite the fact that we've clearly beaten them in a head-to-head, so we should have been ahead of them anyway. Anyway, you know, it's not a huge deal. I'm not complaining too much. We're here now. That's what matters. And we are going to take on the number 1 Alabama Crimson Tide. We just beat Clemson. I'm not afraid of anybody, and I'm certainly not afraid of a 4-star football program with a questionable defense. So, with that out of the way, let's get into this. So here's the deal, guys. Unless we get a big viewership tonight during this game, I think this is going to be the last game of the stream, so I can set up the next stream, possibly starting a new rebuild. So, I don't know, maybe I can use that and see if people will want to come watch next Friday while I rebuild a new program. I don't know. It's kind of quiet evening tonight on the stream. I know it's a little later than usual, but still, would be nice to hear from anybody out there if they're watching. My football stream last weekend, last Friday, didn't get saved either. I did get a follower on that stream, but otherwise, I think that one was pretty quiet too. So, I don't know, if these streams start to die out in popularity, I may usurp Friday and stream something different on Friday. I don't know. I do really enjoy doing this, so I want it to work out, but I don't want to be doing streams if it's not getting me anywhere. Anyway, let's check out the number 1 Alabama Crimson Tide, number 1 scoring offense in FBS with, my God, check it, 537 total yards per game. I mean, that is terrifying. I felt really bad about our chances against Clemson. We beat them by 2 scores. They didn't score any points until late into the 4th quarter when it was already garbage time. We had been up 21-0 at that point. This could be a completely different game with a 97 overall offense on the other side of the field from us. I don't know, guys. It's going to take a crazy effort to beat a team like this. But that's what we're here for. We're gonna give them our best. And we win the coin toss. We will get the ball to start the second half. Bama turns it over on downs. So we get another key defensive stop to open the football game, negating any possible advantage they would have had to open the game on offense. Crowding the line here on first down, could be a blitz incoming. Gonna audible to a slant play. And wouldn't you know it, Lewis is open. Gets just enough for the first down. Good stuff. So now we're hanging out right on the 50-yard line. Not too much doing on the run game on first down there. Nice play by Mays out of the backfield to set us up at a 3rd and manageable. Not sure what the defense is going to expect us to do here, so let's hit him with the run. Cool. Nice open lane for Bailey to get a lot of extra yards there after the first down. Somebody's down. Not sure who. Looks like Mays has come into the game, so Bailey could be injured once again. Luckily, we have pretty strong depth at the running back position, and as long as we're getting push up front, we could slot in quite a few different guys to carry the ball. The most important aspect of the run game is the blocking. 2nd and 5. Could try to throw him off with a long pass here, and they're sending the house, so tight end will be open on the outside or in the middle of the field. Take your pick. 1st and 10 from the 15. I like these situations because we can get close to the goal line and set up a new set of downs. We just have to get there. Mays pushes ahead for some more, gets 5. Tucker Mays is a former 5-star recruit. He's currently a freshman out of Bentonville, Arkansas. He was my first 5-star recruit, and he makes a really nice run, fumbles the ball at the end, but luckily one of our linemen comes down with it. That would have been a painful turnover. Luckily, we continue to move the chains. 1st and goal from the 1. Why overthink it? Just get into the end zone. Open up this game with a touchdown on the #1 team in the country. Hold Alabama to a field goal. I consider that a huge victory, considering the kind of offense we're up against. They were able to drive the field, but only come away with 3, leaving us a pretty decent amount of time here in the 2nd quarter to drive the field, get a score of our own, and we will get the ball to start the 2nd half. Bailey back into this game, good to see, gets a huge run on 1st down. My goodness, he's still going. 25 yards. Gotta hand it to this kid. He is tough as nails. He goes down sometimes, but he always gets back up and hits back even harder. Another punishing run on 1st down, gets us 8, sets us up at a 2nd and short. Gonna peel out to the left here. Hodge comes away with it. Almost got tackled there. Could have been a dangerous play, but he gets out of bounds there, gets the 1st down. Could be a blitz incoming here, so we're going to audible to a slant. It is not a blitz, but Lewis is open on the slant once again, gets us 9. Showing us some interesting looks here on defense, but we're not having any of it. We will control the tempo of this game. Bailey pushes ahead for another 1st down after some nice blocks. Set up pretty strong wall for him to get ahead on the right side. 1st down. 3 minutes to go in the half. Probably would be smart to burn some time here. I don't know if we'll be able to burn up the entire clock here, but we can get, I don't know, we can get some decent time off here. Minimize Bama's chances of coming back in this one. Mace gets ahead for 7. Clock's still running here. First down would be nice, but we just want to gain some yards. Maybe a 3rd and 1 would be excellent because then we can really get some time off here. Oh, but I snapped the ball a little too soon. Bailey gets across the line. 1st and 10. Maybe 11 yards from the goal line. 10 and a half. 10 and a quarter. Let's let the clock tick down a little bit here. Bama holding those timeouts. They might start to use them here. Be interesting to see. Nice blocking up front. 5 yards, no timeout. I will take the 35 seconds. Thank you very much. Keep it going, keep it going. So far, the game has played out into our hands pretty well. Alabama could easily be up 14-7 right now, but we have had some pretty good outcomes on defense today. And offense is continuing to hold up. It's part of the bargain. Got 3rd and 2 from the 3 here. I think we can kill some more time. Had just enough time here. Just enough downs to kill basically any chance of Bama being able to drive the field, get any kind of points in this second quarter. And we will get the ball to start the second half, so could be potentially looking at a 21-3 scenario. Mays slants his way right towards the end zone. Great run. 14-3. Kick the ball to the Crimson Tide, and they only have 10 seconds to go. Nothing doing, and we get the ball back. Start the second half in the national championship game. It's definitely not a given that we would end up here again. I'm so pleased that this team was able to pull it together, beat a couple of top 10 opponents to stay alive in the championship hunt after biting the dust against number 5 Virginia Tech at the time. And we are here. We are taking it to the number 1 Crimson Tide. I love to see it. Makes me feel like we've actually built a program here in year 3. If we win this game, I think I'm definitely going to start a new rebuild because I feel pretty good about the state of this program. I forgot to mention this earlier on the stream, but I think we got in a couple more recruits. So the future of Marshall football is looking good. Crowding the line here a little bit. Once again, gonna audible to a slant, and Antonio Lewis is open for that route. Money as always. We don't really have to test the downfield passing game because we continue to get success in just about every other possible facet. But that may not hold up for very long. I may have spoken too soon because we just lost a couple yards there. This might be a good opportunity to try the 4 verts action. Maybe give Hodge a chance to scramble if we can't get an open receiver downfield. He's going to peel off to the left here. It's just a little bit faster than that defensive end. Gets 13 yards on the ground. So dependable. Probably should go back to the ground here. Mays gets a first and quite a bit more. 16 yards on the, I guess, the outside handoff. Maybe it's like a power O play. Off tackle run. Stretch. On the stretch run. Yeah, I think it was a stretch play. Anyway, go try a jet sweep here. We haven't used a jet sweep yet in this game. If it works, maybe we can set up the jet sweep play action at a later point. Unfortunately, once again, there's really not much doing on that play. I appreciate the design of it, but I can never really seem to get anywhere with it in practice. So 2nd and 9. I don't think we've done a screen yet in this game either. Try a screen to the left side here. Looks like they're going to send the house, so this may be a good opportunity to get the screen pass off. Whole defense bites. Got a nice key block up field, and Bailey makes them pay. 27-yard reception on the screen. I love it. I love it. Working to perfection here. We're up 21-3 on #1 Alabama in the national championship. Let's see what they can do now. Alright, they drive the field, get a score of their own. We are still up by 11 points. Let's try to keep them at arm's distance here. I don't think we're going to be able to finish the game out on this drive, but if we can get some points, even just a field goal, I think that will go a long way towards sealing this game up. Nice blocks up front. Bailey sees a hole outside, gets to the first down marker. We are pushing the Crimson Tide around in the trenches. I mean, that block I just saw where he flipped the guy over was just incredible. Giving us kind of a pyramid style look in the middle of the field here with 2 linebackers. Shoring up the middle. Looks like they're expecting run. And it is a blitz. Lewis wide open, makes them pay once again. I don't know why they keep trying that, because it never works. I'm always ready for it. Wow. Defense doesn't know what hit him. Bailey cruises to over 100 yards now, averaging 7.2 on the ground against the #1 team in the country. Incredible. Nothing doing here. Almost threw a pick. Hodges' first incompletion of the day on kind of a disconnected play, but still winning by 11 points here. Deep into the second half, entering the 4th quarter. Let's bring this one home. Can we do it? Nice open lane for Bailey in the middle of the field to get 7. Set up a 3rd and short scenario. Let's go to the hurry up here. And why not? Go right back. Maybe we'll switch to a slant route here. Risky play, but Roth was open, can't quite come down with the catch. 4th and 3 from the 24. I'm going to go for it here. Not going to leave it up to the CPU this time. Make my own decision. 4th and 3. Mays open on the dump off, as always. So dependable. 1st and 10. Gonna try to split the zone here. Or not, because they're crowding the line. So we're gonna audible. Slant. X is open. Gets kind of leveled there, but comes down, able to hold on to the catch there. 2nd and 3. Clock's ticking. Blitz incoming. Defense kind of switching around a little bit now. But Lewis sneaks behind, gets into the end zone. Always gonna work. When you show me that blitz, I'm gonna take the slant money every time. 28-10. I don't think there's a way Bama can come back in this game now. I mean, this is one of the most convincing championship wins, barring any kind of crazy miracle for the Crimson Tide. That, I don't know. I don't think I've won a championship this lopsided in a long time in Dynasty mode. These games are usually very hard fought, down to the wire, but kind of a bit of an overrated program in Bama. They're only 4-star prestige. They are number 1 and undefeated, but they're only 4-star prestige. Their defense is 88, rated 88 overall, compared to a 97 offense. That's the kind of matchup I think when we dictate the terms of the game, we can match up against them. And we've done just that tonight. Hodge with another punishing first down run, 19 yards. About time for the Crimson Tide to pack their bags, I think, guys. Gonna let some time tick down here, and Bama is not gonna try to stop the clock at all. Much to their own detriment. I'm gonna take all the seconds I can. The less time on the clock while we're leading, the less chance that they have to make any sort of comeback. Get some blocks up front. Bailey gets up there, gets 8 yards. Bama has to use their first timeout. Good for us because we are going to get a first down here. Unless the center misses a key block. Give up a loss there. Bama takes another timeout. Let's go to the money play here on 3rd down. Running back wide open there. Gonna take that every time I can. Bama has to use their last timeout. And Hodge with another incredibly efficient day. His only 2 incompletions. His only 2 incompletions on the day. Coming on a couple of plays where we audibled to something we may not have been comfortable with, and just didn't quite work out. 2nd and 5. Clock's ticking. Getting ever so much closer to that 0-0 mark. We're still getting pushed up front late into this 4th quarter. Game's basically already out of hand. Guys still out there giving all of their effort. 3rd and 1. Blocks up ahead. Bailey cruises in. I wouldn't have it any other way. That man deserves the touchdown to seal this game. And seal our 2nd championship here at Marshall in just 3 years. 35-23. Come away the victors. I'm very pleased with how this turned out. I really didn't feel good about the previous championship we won under very questionable circumstances. Nothing questionable about this result. It's all Marshall all the time. Start to finish. Bama never led this game. Not at any single point in this game were they ahead. And we just imposed our will on the number 1 overall team in the country. Beat them by 12 points. Can't ask for a much better result. And with that, that means we are probably going to leave this job after this season. I, in all likelihood, am going to take a new job here coming up soon. But it's going to have to wait until next week, I think, because we're still not getting too much activity on the stream tonight. I'd like to maybe try it at a time when more people are going to tune in, get some input on which job I should take. So that's going to have to wait till next Friday. That'll be December 18. I hope to catch you there. I'll try to, stream on time. I'll do my best to go live on time next Friday, because it's obvious that I need to be live around the 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock range to get the most out of my potential viewership. But if you watch this, hey man, thank you so much. Really appreciate that. I appreciate you hanging out on the stream, checking me out. I do football every Friday on this channel. I do other stuff throughout the week. I'll be back to Pokemon Unbound on Monday, most likely. I think next week I'm going to try to sneak in a Spy Fox appreciation stream as well. But on Friday, we are going to do football around here, at least for the foreseeable future. And in all likelihood, I will be starting a new job. So, be interesting to see what kind of openings there are in this upcoming 2028 off-season. But anyways, I think I'm going to go ahead and sign off here for the night. I've had a long week of streaming, and it's pretty quiet here tonight, so I'm just going to take it easy for the rest of the night. I hope you guys do too. I'll see you all again early next week. Have a good weekend. Enjoy.